Hello and welcome to your weekly dispatch, where we'll give you a rundown of news stories of national, regional, and international significance. Here's what stood out for us this week. US Central Command transfers over 1 million rounds of Iranian ammunition to Ukraine amid political disputes over aid funding and dwindling Western support. Pakistan orders all Afghan asylum seekers to leave by November, accusing them of terrorism and illegal activities, while Afghanistan denies the allegations and fires at the border. Pakistan sees a sharp drop in petroleum demand due to high prices, smuggled oil, economic slowdown, and low automobile sales. And for our feature story, Delhi police raid the homes of journalists and arrest 2 people over alleged foreign funding of NewsClick, a news website known for its independent and critical reporting. US Central Command has transferred over 1 million rounds of ammunition seized from Iran to Ukraine. The ammunition was intercepted while being transported from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps to the Houthis in Yemen. The transfer comes at a time when Ukraine's funding has become entangled in political disputes within the US House of Representatives. Hardline Republican members have been opposing additional aid to Ukraine in the ongoing conflict. Lawmakers excluded new aid funding from a recent bill to avert a potential government shutdown. Western support for Ukraine in the Russia-Ukraine war is dwindling. Slovakia recently saw the victory of pro-left politician Robert Fico, who campaigned on withdrawing military support to Ukraine and removing sanctions against Russia. Poland, a staunch supporter of Ukraine, has halted its military assistance and is considering reducing support for Ukrainian refugees. Moving on, Pakistan has ordered all Afghan asylum seekers to leave the country by November, accusing them of funding and facilitating terrorists and engaging in illegal activities. The expulsion process will occur in 3 phases: illegal residents, those with Afghan citizenship, and those with proof of residence cards. The Afghan interim government has refuted Pakistan's allegations, stating that Afghan refugees are not connected to Pakistan's security issues. Afghanistan's border forces have carried out unprovoked firing at the Chaman border, resulting in casualties and potentially worsening relations between the 2 countries. There's been a surge in terrorist attacks in Pakistan, which Islamabad attributes to TTP based in Afghanistan. The attacks have escalated tensions and caused resentment within the Pakistani government towards the Afghan interim government's inaction against the militant group. In September 2023, Pakistan witnessed a significant drop in the demand for petroleum products, sales of petroleum products plummeting to levels not seen since COVID-19 lockdown. This decline was largely attributed to several factors, including steep prices of petroleum. The surge in prices was not the only factor driving the downturn. Another significant factor contributing to the decline was the availability of smuggled oil from neighboring Iran. The presence of this illicit source of petroleum posed a challenge to the legal market, further eroding demand for legitimate petroleum products. The overall economic slowdown in the country has also played a role in the diminished demand for petroleum products. As economic activity slowed down, there was less need for fuel. In addition, a decline in automobile sales added to the woes of the petroleum industry. With fewer vehicles hitting the roads, the demand for fuel naturally decreased. These combined elements led to the lowest petroleum demand levels in the country since 2020. And now for our feature story. In Delhi, India's capital, the police recently conducted extensive raids on the homes of well-known journalists. These raids, which occurred at 30 different locations, are among the largest and most far-reaching actions taken against the media in India in recent years. During these raids, 2 individuals were arrested and over 40 people were investigated. The focus of these raids was to investigate the funding of the news website NewsClick, which operates in English and is known for its independent and critical reporting. The trigger for these actions was an investigative report published in the New York Times in August. The report alleged that NewsClick had received funds from a US millionaire businessman named Neville Roy Singham, who was accused of influencing its coverage with Chinese government viewpoints, a charge the news portal has denied. These extensive raids have drawn criticism from both prominent journalists and international organizations like Amnesty International. They have raised concerns about the use of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, a strict anti-terror law that makes it exceedingly difficult for individuals to obtain bail. Critics argue that such actions reflect a broader trend in India since the rise of Narendra Modi in 2014. Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir has been under a media blackout since 2019 when India unilaterally and controversially changed its special status. In the same year, Amnesty International's offices were also raided. In 2021, the Indian government pressured Twitter to remove thousands of accounts in response to agriculture protests. And most recently, India banned the BBC documentary series titled The Modi Question, which delved into the 2002 Gujarat pogrom, where riots resulted in the deaths of nearly 2,000 people, mostly Muslim, in Gujarat, where Modi served as chief minister. These actions have had a significant impact on India's press freedom ranking, with the country falling to its lowest ever position, 161 in the World Press Freedom Index. I'm Hajra Asif Khan, and this was your Weekly Dispatch.